Guys, welcome back to the Men's Physique UK podcast. I'm here, obviously, Macca, and I'm with myself. I can't even speak today. And I'm with Matt. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, mate. You're here with yourself, are you?
I'm here with myself, mate. I'm going to put it down to the illness and being unwell.
We're both going to struggle today because, Mac is unwell and I have injured my back horrifically. So, we're just a couple of cripples basically today.
Do you want to talk about how you did it?
I think it's from all the driving, to be honest, mate. I've been traveling a fair bit. My lower back's in pieces. And I knew, because I've done something similar before, I knew I should have took it easy, but I only had one plate on the pendulum. Have you ever used a Watson pendulum before?
Mate, anything Watson is just horrendous to me.
This is specifically horrendous. Like, it just feels so heavy. But anyway, only had one plate on there. Went down, first rep, felt something a little bit iffy. I should have stopped. I knew I should have. Came down on the second, mate, and I got stuck because I like to obviously get those deep reps. So I don't put the safety thing on.
Right.
So I was stuck at the bottom, and my back was in agony. I couldn't get it off. It was the worst thing in the world. So, like, if the boys didn't come over and help me, I don't know what would have happened. I think I would have been stuck in the bottom of a pendulum for ages.
What, was that a different gym, or was that your usual?
It's my usual one, yeah. But yeah, like I said, I think it's just all the driving. Like, my lower back just was in bits. So yeah, I haven't really been able to move about. The day I did it, I couldn't even get up off the sofa. I was just saying to Macca, I won't bore everyone with it, but I couldn't even get up. Like, Georgia had to help me get up off the sofa. So it's not been the best start to the week.
It sounds like if you have a slip disc, but I don't think you have that. It's that type of similar pain where you literally cannot move.
Yeah, I don't know. But I mean, the main thing is I am getting better each day. Like, I managed to walk over to here, which is like my little desk area. I haven't been able to do that in a couple of days. So that's progress.
You've got to take it easy, mate.
Yeah. Good thing us men's physique guys don't need to train legs. So I just won't train them for a while.
Just an excuse not to train them at all. So we had the FitXpo / NFM UK on the Saturday, and obviously the FitX show on the Sunday. Obviously, you had clients competing, didn't you?
Just the one, yeah, just Luke. You were there as well, weren't you? Were you there with Alex?
I was on the clean and crispy stand with Alex all weekend, which is good. Just helping support him and his brand, which is cool. But yeah, it was quite good actually, because our stand was literally like situated just in front, so we could literally see anything on stage. So we literally pretty much sold clothes and just watched the show all day.
Perfect.
But I didn't realize how exhausting it is just standing all day.
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, whenever people ask me to do stands at expos, I always say no now because it's so hard. It really is hard. But
yeah.
I've not been
back. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it kills. Like, we're desk workers now, aren't we? So we're not used to standing up.
No, not at all. Yeah, literally, mate. I think that was the most steps I've probably done in probably about 6 months.
But I've not been to the FitXpo before, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good.
I went to the one in Liverpool. I think it was a year ago. Obviously, the one before that, and it was good. But I feel like this one was smaller, but there was way more things going on. So it felt like a lot more inclusive. There was a lot more, I'd say, quote unquote, bigger names coming through as well. Like, there was a lot of IFB pros there and all sorts. So no, mate, it was a really good event. Really good event.
I like the stage as well. I thought the stage and the lighting was good, because I heard it wasn't the best last year. I wasn't there, but yeah, definitely looked good this year, I thought.
I agree. Right. So what shows are we covering this week? We have two bros. We have NFM UK. Obviously, we're going to go into NFM UK first, just because obviously it was where we were. NFM UK, FitX, two bros, which is quite interesting results. And then we've obviously got the pro shows, haven't we?
And the two PCA shows.
And the two PCA shows, yes. We've got a lot to cover. Okay, I'm just going to share my screen. Google Chrome.
So yeah, we'll start with the NFM, like you said, and then we'll just go into FitX. I mean, it's similar people anyway, like pretty much the same people competed both days, but the results were very different, which I thought was very interesting, which we'll go into.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll just try and find all the men's physique guys. Mate, there's not actually many of the men's physique guys.
No. So yeah, NFM and FitX actually, they kind of do the winners. So obviously there's Nick Duffy. He took the win of the pro show. He looked really good, man. Really, really good. And then he was against that Adam Nugent. So do you remember him from last week?
Yeah, Adam Nugent he won his PCA show last week, didn't he?
Yeah, won the Masters.
Yeah, he's very good. Let me just go back on that and replay that. Just so condition-wise, both of these guys are fantastic. I think, if I'm being honest, Nick probably has a little bit more fullness and just overall muscularity, and that's probably why he took the overall.
Should we start with the amateurs? Because the amateurs were on first, weren't they? I don't know if they have any things from the amateurs, but there was that guy there. I'll point at the screen again. Yeah, him. So I think that's Jack Eagle's client, isn't it?
Yeah, Alex.
So he took the win on the short category and got his pro card.
His profile.
We spoke about him last week, didn't we? Because I think he won the juniors.
So this was him at NFM UK.
Very nice look. Very good structure. For sure.
Yeah, I spoke to Jack Eagles when I was at the stand, and he said that he just needs more condition in general, which is fair enough. And I think, to be fair, I think for him, the goal is the universe. So I think they're trying to find that look and just sort of hold it, or if not improve it, going into that universe show. But I believe he's 21.
Crazy, man! Imagine looking like that at 21. I'd love it.
He is. I honestly think, like, a few years' time, if he obviously goes into an off season after this and just puts on where he needs to put on, he'll be very competitive, very, very competitive. He's got that, like mentally, you've either got that type of look or you haven't. But like when he just stood on stage, that presence he had, it was quite evident he was going to be very good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. He seems like he's all in as well. Which, at that age, if you're all in and you've got these sort of genetics, you're going to go far.
Yeah, exactly that. I think the only thing for him, which was a bit of a shame, was that juniors, I believe, was by himself, and I think that's the second time it's happened to him in a row.
Yeah, but the short, I think he was against 4 other guys.
Yeah, 4 other guys, and he took that. So fair play.
Yeah,
he got his NFM UK pro card, which is pretty cool. And then also to place 4th on the men's league pro stage for the NFM UK GBO. So.
And when we get onto that, hopefully we can find a picture of the lineup, because the pro lineup was pretty good. Same as the FitX the next day. Like, the lineup for that was very good. But yeah, we'll get onto that. What's that?
He's got pretty good legs. Like, nice deep separations for his quads. You can see it.
What shorts are they?
They're dark sport.
Yeah, they're nice shorts.
You don't really see a lot of dark sport anymore, because obviously simply it's American, and obviously you see it in America, but you don't see it in the UK as often. And then, do you want to go to his FitX, or do you want to go to just again to the NFM UK? Because
let's go back on NFM and work our way up. So then we had Masters, which Luke won. I don't think there's any pictures of that, but he was against 2 guys.
Would he have it on his profile?
But potentially, yeah.
What's his name again? Luke.
It was like that. There he is, top one.
That home gym guy.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I took the win on the Masters, which was really good. No, it's not on there. No, just his interview afterwards. I'll be honest, I didn't get to catch the names of the other 2 chaps he was against, unfortunately. But they were both in the short class afterwards, so that junior just beat them. And then he was in the tall class, and that was an interesting result. So he was against James. He gets interviewed on the NFM page here. So James took the win here.
Yeah. So James, I think he actually has got photos on his profile. I'm sure he has.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
There you go.
Did you see this category?
Yeah, I saw this category.
It was a very interesting one. A very close call, I think.
So he was against Luke, right?
Yeah.
I remember this because, in my opinion, Luke was slightly more conditioned than James. But I think James just has, again, that type of men's league look. And I think when you've got quite a bubbly full chest, which he does, and those delts, it's kind of like, because he naturally has quite a small waist as well. So I think, if anything, he might have just had the shape on Luke.
So this is the difference between NFM and FitX. So James didn't place at FitX and Luke took 2nd. And the difference is NFM do tend to go for a little bit more size and shape. You'll see a lot of the NFM pros are very much like PCA pros. They like the size, they like the shape. Nick Duffy took the win at PCA at the NFM Pro show. And then he came 3rd at FitX. So Luke even beat Nick in the FitX show. So they just go for totally different looks.
Yeah, and
And
that is bodybuilding. That is not unfortunately, because I think it's good that different federations have different criteria that they look, so it obviously caters for more people. But I suppose from an athlete perspective, if you're competing on shows back to back, it can be a little bit confusing.
yeah, I think it's just learning what feds look for. We'll get on to the FitX show, and I've pretty much sussed out what they're looking for. But here, James presented a really nice look. I think you're exactly right. He's very bubbly in the back and in the chest, sorry, and his back is very good, very, very good.
What we call the Cobra back.
Yeah, and that's where he beat Luke. Because in the side shots, Luke won. And Luke's midsection was quite good. But yeah, James's back it's one of the best that I saw all weekend for sure. Probably the best.
It's kind of like just what do you go for? Because I think James had quite a lot of fullness running through. But I definitely think Luke was in more condition for sure. And like I said, like on those side shots when you're pulling out your hand and like punch down your obliques, like it was kind of night and day in that respect.
Yeah, I think James has got a side shot actually. If you go back, yeah, that one there.
This one.
Yeah. So you can see he just doesn't quite have that crisp. And Luke's next to him there on the left. You can see the difference.
See the vascularity even just from that shot.
And the tightness in the midsection.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think for James, like I don't actually necessarily think. I think sometimes in his posing, especially from the side, he doesn't engage his core as much as he could do. And I don't think that's a case of he hasn't got the condition there. It's just I think it's more of like a mind to midsection control thing where he's like trying to blow out the air and it's not happening for him for whatever reason. And to be fair, like it can sometimes when you're on stage, like you can forget, which is you kind of not.
Click on his posing routine there, yeah. Second row middle.
This one.
Yeah. Because in his front shot, he looks good there. So he's a bit more front on there. On the day, I don't know if you saw, he was a lot more side on. I think his front on shot here looks better.
His back's very good.
So good.
Wow.
Look at that back. So that's why he placed above Luke for sure on Saturday. Like that back is just so good. And as well deserved there. But yeah, so on the side shots, I think he would benefit from doing like stomach vacuums. I don't know if he does it, but just like you said, that core control, just keeping it nice and tight.
Not even like weighted stuff, just body weight stuff, and just focusing on just working through your side obliques and stuff like that. Just because, like I said, sometimes I think us as athletes, we train our abs, we sometimes neglect our obliques. And I think just generally understanding how that should feel when you're hitting those poses is quite a big thing. It's probably quite an underrated thing in that sense as well. His obliques are on here, but then his abs are like kind of like distended a touch, if that makes sense. They're not as like vacuumed in as they could be.
Yeah, I always give my guys a cue, like think belly button to spine. Like obviously you don't want to lose the formation of the abs, but you do want that midsection to be as tight as possible. And this is the difference between like him and if you look at the FitX winner, Adam Nugent, his midsection is just so tight, tight.
He might have honestly the best obliques I've ever seen in an amateur.
Yeah, he's very, very good. Seeing it in person as well, very impressive. But
that was the NFM UK show, wasn't it, really?
Yeah, basically, yeah. And then obviously, the pro show, which Nick Duffy took the win over. Yeah. Adam Nugent came second. I don't know who came third. I can't remember.
So this is Nick Duffy from last week again. Very good look. Hard, dry, especially when I'm not sure if you saw it, when he like just lifted up his arms and just went into his ab shot. It was gnarly, to say the least.
I think he could potentially still pull a little bit more off his back.
Yeah, I agree. I think improvements in Nick would just be at general shape in general, like just improving that shape overall to an aesthetic eye, because it's quite clear he can get into condition. Maybe a little bit more chest as well. If we go back to, can't really see it. I mean, his chest is pretty good, to be fair.
Yeah, he's got a nice bubbly look. I don't know if you know Nick at all. I've known him since 2019 now. And I'm telling you, like, I don't think he'll mind me saying this. If he took the sport seriously and was dedicated to it year round, he would go very far in the sport.
Well, it's funny you say it. A lot of people say he's like the most relaxed person they've ever met. just like, even like when I saw him collecting his winners medal, there was just no smile. I was like, mate, smile. You just won.
Yeah. I don't know if he actually likes competing.
That's mad. If you don't like him, you're that good.
Yeah. But very nice look either way. So yeah,
yeah, go on.
I was going to say, yeah, so FitX, I don't think they put up many updates, do they?
No, which is really, really annoying.
Because the lineup was so good. I know Matt Thomas is putting out the photos today, but that doesn't really help us for this podcast.
I'll tell you what, let's go on who we know was in that show.
Yeah.
So Adam Nugent.
I think his Instagram is something else. It's like Waller. There it is, Wallace Gym.
There we go. So Adam competed with the PCA last week. Well, obviously not last week, but a couple weeks ago with the PCA. So there he is for the PCA, and obviously this is him at NFM UK. And like I said, with the obliques, crazy good.
Crazy good. Such a tight midsection. He wasn't the biggest guy by any means, which I think is why Nick took the win at NFM. But in FitX, they just like that smaller, more compact, crisp physique. And he definitely brought that.
Yeah, so this is him at FitX. Yeah, I mean, areas for improvement for him, I would just say be that top line in general. Just through the arms and the delts and the upper claviculars. But mate, like I said, those obliques are just mad. Absolutely crazy. And then we had, where is it? When was this? That's July 26, 2022. But yeah, that was, I mean, obviously there's not much on FitX, unfortunately.
No. But that's the general gist of it. So yeah, FitX, he came first, Luke second, Nick Duffy third, and then they don't place anyone else. They only place the top three.
Yeah.
But it was a strong lineup.
It was a strong lineup, but there wasn't like loads of competitors, was there, for like men's physique?
I think there was like 7 or 8 of them, because then there was that James in it, the junior.
Wayne as well.
Yeah. A chap called Lloyd that I know competed as well.
Yeah. So yeah, Wayne Mark as well, who I believe his account's private. So I need to follow him actually. He follows me. There you go. Follow. Right, okay. Should we move on to
PCA?
PCA, yeah.
So PCA put up loads of updates for its English show, which I think was in Northeast. There wasn't much on the Irish show, unfortunately, but we'll try and cover that as much as possible. But yeah, this was quite good. This show,
yeah, very good standard. I know for a fact the overall winner was Josh Bridgman's client. I'm going to try and just go down a little bit and see if we can find any more first. Oh, wait, that's too far back. That's from last week, isn't it?
You clicked on Reels. Sometimes on laptop it doesn't.
All right, let's do this then. There we go. Was that all bikinis? There you go. Some men's guys there.
Oh yeah, Damien competed at this one again.
So this was the junior wheel. I know this guy quite well. This is Mark Forbes, and he's a junior. He's got a very, very nice look. Posed by Gerald Alavezo, if I want to say. For a junior, a lot of muscularity.
You know how old he is?
I believe he's 22. He's got a very nice look, a very good look. It's very much like, as a junior, I think you kind of like, if you have that shape already, you're going to be a very good athlete in the future.
Yeah,
so I think that's hard to come by. Like, I remember when I first competed in 2020. Like, I had a small waist, but I didn't have the upper muscle mass to match it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, he's got very nice delts, nice arms.
I think he's been competing for a while, so he actually might be a little bit more seasoned than your average junior. But he's got a very nice look, very good look.
Yeah, I can see why he won. It's good.
Yeah, I didn't really see who he was up against, but nevertheless, very good look, very good look. And then you had
Masters. Damien won the Masters.
The Masters men's physique pose down.
So just 3 of them.
I believe just 3.
Mm.
Yeah. You can see why he won.
Yeah, easy win for Damien there.
Yeah, Damien's quite a seasoned athlete as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he came in quite a bit sharper than last week, actually. So well played to Damien for digging deep, getting that done. I don't know if he's going to the universe or not.
I think it's one of those as well, isn't it? Like, I remember when Callum told me last year, we're going to put you in at 90% of this show. And I was like, huh? Like, it's kind of hard as a thing as an athlete. Maybe he's choosing the shows he wants to peak perfectly for, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
He's done quite a sharp, aggressive prep, he was saying. He's done it in like 8 weeks or something like that. So if he continues the season, he'll just keep getting better and better. I think the posing's got better because I remember you saying last week that last year it wasn't the best. This is better, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. I still think there's areas for improvement, but from where I remember, his front shot last year was a complete, like, he would square himself off in his front shot with his leg coming across and bending too much, whereas this was a lot more sleek, if that's the word.
Yeah.
Still
got more crisping up to do.
Yeah, he looks good though. Looks really good.
It's crazy. He said he's never done an off season.
Do you know what? He is one of these guys, I swear, he competes every year.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He does.
I just couldn't do that, man. Fair play to you, but.
And not only that, he often does split seasons too. So he'll do the first bit of the year, then the end bit of the year.
Come back out.
Yeah. So if he does a structured off season, I reckon he could be very dangerous.
Yeah, I think areas for improvement. I mean, he's got good midsection as well. Again, it's just general. I'd say just upper top line. See his lats. Lats could be a little bit bigger as well, but he's got a nice look as well.
Yeah, he hasn't got the smallest waist, so he just needs to keep working on the thickness.
Exactly. It's about presenting that shape in a format where it doesn't, your waist doesn't take away from that. If that makes sense.
Mm.
But yeah, cool. And then we've got. What was this one? This was.
Oh yeah, he's. We spoke about him last time. The winner of this category.
Finally got his win. He finally got his win.
Yeah.
I actually listened to his thing with Adrian, and he was saying that he's been getting second, first. Good lineup.
Yeah, it's busy. Yeah, he's got a very, very nice look. I know that chap on the end, him, green shorts.
He's good as well.
Yeah, it wasn't an easy lineup.
I really like this guy's physique. If he has a little bit more size, needs a bit more condition there. No, that's a good lineup. That's a decent lineup. He poses very well. I like his posing.
I wonder if he binned off the double hands on the hip in the comparison rounds.
Maybe. He's so hard and dry. That's a joke. Very good. There you go. His routine. Do you think his tan too dark?
It does look too dark, doesn't it? I wonder if that's PCA's tan or if he's done his own. Richard Fell. I need to remember his name.
Yeah, I think he runs under a different name. I think it's like a massage name.
Right.
But you know what? He could do. I feel like he could do very well in the IFBB as well.
Yeah, I think so. This is a very nice look. I wonder how he'll get on at Universe.
Yeah. I mean, condition-wise, he is pretty much there. Like, you won't see much better condition, I'd say. I wish I could dream of getting into that type of condition. That's crazy. How old is it?
Feedback from us. I think you're right. It's just the tan's too dark.
Yeah, I think he's got a really nice look. I think he's very complete. His arms are nice and full. His chest and delts like complement it. They don't take away from it. I need to see his back end, but his midsection is great. Like I said, it is quite dark, so it actually kind of takes away from the detail in his abs.
Mm.
And then maybe just a little bit more focus on the back with an off season if he does off season. But no, man, he's good.
I'm glad he got the win because he deserved it.
Yeah, he was very close last week. And this guy, now this is Josh Bridgman's client. Obviously this is in the pose down for the tall class. This guy was very good. This guy's called Ross Hume, coached by Brightman.
Okay, so it's Bridgman and Brightman's clients against each other.
I don't think they realise. But yeah, Ross was. I think he's posed by Isaac as well. Isaac Motion Performance.
It's just between those two, really. No disrespect to the other
yeah.
guys, but they're very good.
Even their tans are spot on as well, and look how hard and dry they are.
Yeah, cool. I'll tell you what, that's pretty close between them. It wasn't.
Yeah, I think what takes it for Josh's client, I think his name's Nick, because that's Ross, and I believe this guy's name is Nick. So I think Nick takes it on shape. I think he's got a little bit more shape across the top.
He's just a little bit bigger as well by the looks of things.
Yeah, so this is his routine. He's posed by Alex as well. So Alex got a PCA overall win for posing, which is cool.
Yeah, he's a big dude, isn't he?
Yeah, it's a very nice look.
I think they'll like him. They like PCA like that silhouette, and he's just got the wide shoulders.
Mm.
And he fills out that frame too.
He'll be really good this year. Really good.
Mm.
He's quite complete all over. Obviously, there's always areas for improvement, but as a general look, I don't think there's many weaknesses.
I think he'll be a contender for the card at Universe. Fair play, Nicholas Fotheringham.
Yeah, that's his name. Yeah, Nick Fotheringham. I thought it was you related to Zach at one point, but I was like, no, it can't be.
Yes, really good. And he took the overall, yeah?
I believe he took the overall, yeah.
Fair play.
Where is he? So this was the overall. So you have Nick, Richards. What's this guy's name again? Damien, and then you had Mark. Good lineup.
Yeah, man. Yeah, very good. Tell you what, I think it is between the short and tall.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, tough lineup for sure.
And yeah, you had Nick taking it.
Man, I'm so excited for Universe. Are you going?
I'm not going, unfortunately. Nah, I think I'll be on dad duties by that point.
Oh, fair. Oh, it's that soon?
Yeah, he's going around very, very quickly.
Oh, crikey. Okay, fair enough. I'll be there. I'm at a wedding on the Saturday, and then on the Sunday morning, got to get up really early to drive up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, excited for it. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah, it was very good last year. I quite liked what they did with the venue, and they had like the little stands, and it was a good event. Yeah, I can see why he won. I think very complete all over. Good posing, good presentation. Physique flows nicely. So
yep, well played to him. Very nice physique.
Right, on to what do you want to do?
Well, the PCA Island do have a page. See if they put up any updates.
Is it just PCA Island?
I think so.
They do have a page,
but I don't think they update much.
When was this? Was this recent? Yeah, 1 day ago. Okay, hang on.
The overall winner, I don't recognise it. I know Rob Lipsett competed at this show, didn't he?
Yeah, Rob Lipsett was third or something, wasn't he?
Third in the short class, yeah.
PCA Ross.
I think he took the overall, didn't he?
Did he?
It's nice to see a couple of tall guys win the overalls this week, because usually it's the short guys.
Yeah, he's got a nice slender look, hasn't he? Nice sleek lines.
I don't like the waving of the arms in the poses.
No.
Hit the pose and hold it.
To be fair, his posing could be better. I think he's probably he looks a little bit nervous, to be fair, but it's one of those things. Yeah, his posing could be better.
Yeah. But yeah, very nice physique.
He's got a lot of potential. Yeah, this must have been comparisons then, because obviously another guy just walked on behind him. Was that it? Is that the only thing?
Yeah. PCA Island needs to put up more updates.
Yeah. Oh, this is for the overall. Yeah, so he won the overall. Again, you can't really see much from that.
No. Because someone recorded it on their phone, didn't they?
Ireland, do better coverage, please.
Yeah.
Okay, should we go on to Two Bros then?
Yes, let's do it. Now, again, Two Bros don't put up too many updates, but
they put up that so late.
I know.
It's like the show's been done for 5 hours. Oh, we've got men's physique guys on.
Yeah. Next up, men's physique. No, that was about 8 hours ago.
So I'm just gonna find. Did you see that classic guy by the way, Julio?
No.
Mate, so good, honestly.
Oh yes, Reese did this show, didn't he?
Yeah. So we had. Let's just go from here because I think that is the first men's league. So Miles Addison is on the far left. This guy is Zach's client, and he won. But the things with two bros now, they now do a novice overall as well.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So they didn't do last year, which is annoying because I won my novice class. I believe that guy is coached by, do you know Josh Easton?
No.
He's the guy who sort of went from classic amateur to classic pro, then going to Olympia all in one day.
Oh wow.
Coached by him. I'm not sure about the others, but I believe this is the only thing as well. Like because of the way they put these shows on, like the socials on, you don't know what shows like which one's which. Like this could be any of them. I wouldn't have a clue.
No. And also they never tag the athletes either.
No.
Does make it hard. So that guy in the middle is the same guy then that you just spoke about.
So this is an overall. So this must be novice overall.
Okay.
Maybe. But again, this is the only thing I know about two bros, which I like them to improve on, is just their coverage in general for athletes.
Because even the pictures look like they're just taken on a phone, don't they?
They are. They're taken by Justin, aren't they? I believe Reese was the only one in his class, so I think he got moved to overall. I don't think Reese had a good show. I think he came third out of 3 in his other class as well.
What was his other class?
I think so. I want to say novice because novice has never won an overall, but I can't really confirm because I don't know to the fullest degree because he's obviously won an overall PCA. Now, is it never won an overall with two bros? Probably. But yeah, Reese. I think this show confirmed Reese moving away from men's physique.
Yeah, I think it's the right decision. I know we spoke about him last week, and he just doesn't have a men's physique look, and this has obviously confirmed it for him, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think as well. Like his body wants to go in a certain direction. It's quite evident. Like the amount of size he can put on his legs. Like, why would you want to hide that? I think he should just naturally, move into a different category where he'll do better as a result of that as well. But yeah, no, it'd be interesting to see how he does. I think he's doing classic and bodybuilding just to sort of see at the end of this year.
Nice.
Sorry, not the end of the year, end of the season, just to sort of see where he fits. And then obviously you had the overall winner. So this was the overall. So this chap in the black and green shorts, I think they're called the Assassin Tudor wears because that's ones that Ebank wore. He won, and it's quite evident. You can see why he won. Miles on the far left, coached by Zach. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much spot on.
Yeah, I would agree. It's interesting, isn't it? Like the difference between the standards here, because sometimes two bro standard is like absolutely insane, and then sometimes like the other show's standard can be like it's so hit and miss who's going to turn up, isn't it? At what show you just can't predict it.
It's like if you go to the two bros at the end of the year with the Race Rumble, like last year there was 500 athletes. It was like a pro qualifier, and the standard was absolutely mad.
Yeah.
But then it shows early on in the year, and this is the same for PCA as well. I think because they're early on in the year, they just there's not as many of them because obviously people try and push towards the latter end to obviously get those qualifications and stuff. I think there's generally more shows towards the back end of the year than there is towards the front. So I think obviously that plays a role. But I know like sometimes it's really really good, and then sometimes it's like meh. Like for me, like this standard of the show wasn't particularly like good. Do you know what I mean?
It didn't look busy either. It looked quite quiet.
Yeah, that's more so what it is. It's more so that it's quiet, not that the standard's not good. It's obviously when you go and compete, you want to compete against loads of people. There's nothing worse. You turn up and you're the only one in your class.
Did you see what happened to me at the Race Rumble last year?
When you're the only one in your class.
Yeah. So like either side, I'm such an awkward height. So yeah, pretty much
What?
on 6 foot. The category below, there was like 15, 16 guys in. I thought, oh, bloody hell, you know, I'm going to have my work cut out for me here. Called my name up. They were like, yeah, you're the only one. Crazy. So I was like, fine, I'll take that.
Yeah. But yeah, this guy here, I think his name is Seb. Yeah, very nice look. He's got a very IFBB look, in my opinion.
Yeah. You could see him in his poses, really.
Sort of see him a little bit.
Very vascular.
Yeah, very hard and dry, very full for the chest and delts. That's sort of his look.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he's got a nice look for sure. Who's he coached by?
Hilly Doc.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Coached by who coaches James as well, Body by Focus James.
Mm-mm.
There you go, is it? I mean, this is where he started. They just have that sort of taper, don't they?
Yeah, yeah. Like you said, I can see why he won the overall there.
All hard, dry, aesthetic men's physique look, I'd say. And that was pretty much it for Two Bros, obviously, because obviously we're only covering men's physique. So, do you want to move on to was it Pittsburgh Pro?
Pittsburgh Pro. There was 2 pro shows, but I don't think there was really much coverage of the other one. So yeah,
Was it Italy?
Was it Italy or was it Budapest? I can't remember now.
Not in Budapest.
But was it Gilco that was at Pittsburgh Pro? We had really good footage either way.
Yeah. So let's just go straight on this way. So very interesting.
I agree.
Go on, tell me your thoughts. What do you think?
I'm a big Ryan Terry fan, right? I'm a big fan of his.
I think everyone.
I don't want us to come across as the wrong way. I think he's very lucky to have got second.
Really?
Personally, yeah. I could see an argument why Ben Quill should have beat him. The chap that came fourth, what's his name here? How do you say that name?
Siddy,
yeah. He's got a very, very good look. And then
pro not too long ago, actually, about a year ago, I think.
I think a little bit better posing. And he will do very well. And then Ali Barlow as well. He was very, very good. So yeah, I think Ryan was quite lucky that he placed second, because there was a big difference between this morning and the first showing and the second showing.
I can't remember where I read it, but apparently they are taking into consideration, like finals now. They're taking into consideration like an athlete getting better and can climb placings now.
Okay.
Obviously, he was top 2 before in prejudge anyway, wasn't he? To me, like, I think it's difficult. I think Corey for me was unbeatable. I said it from the start; he was going to win. Ryan, I can see why they would have him in there. I think Ali Ballard missed something, because he got into second callouts at one point.
Really?
Then, yeah, I'm pretty sure he was in second callouts and then got moved to 5th.
Oh wow! Okay, interesting.
Ben, to be honest, I really like Ben Quill's physique.
Me too.
Yeah, so I mean, when Corey was on like the way he was, it was pretty evident, wasn't it?
I mean, the thing is with Ryan, right? So we've spoken about this a few times, and we've said to each other, I think, before the Olympia last year, like his posing was just terrible. Yeah. And he's improved it slightly, but I still don't like his posing. And the thing is, like, I'm sure you're the same. I've got 3 front shots I can hit, and I will tailor it based upon who I'm against. He should know that Corey Morris has a 0 waist. So the worst thing you can do is stand square on to the judges when you're standing next to Corey Morris.
Because all it's going to do is highlight your flaws. If you stand next to someone with that taper,
it's going to make you look blocky, isn't it? Like, no matter what. And even if he is in the Olympia lineup, if you stand next to Diogo, you're still going to look blocky, because he can stand front on and he's got a 0 waist. So Ryan just doesn't have a small enough waist to get away with it anymore. Like, now the division's moved on, I think he needs to change it.
I agree. What I can't work out is he said he changed his posing, but then he's reverted back to his old school posing.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It's almost like he's second guessed himself.
He
Like
just
that is
needs
what he used to
guidance.
do when he won his pro card, like back in 2013.
Yeah, yeah, basically, yeah. I think all he did was changed it from his even worse posing from last year.
I mean, this must be like a shot where Ryan's trying to crunch in his abs because I don't think his abs are that bad.
No,
That
no.
guy next to him, Sid, looks ridiculous.
Hmm. So yeah, I think because Ryan's midsection is one of the best when it's in. So I think he's just trying to play to his strengths, but at the same time, it's just his waist is too wide compared to like Corey.
Well, I'll tell you what, let's get to Ryan Terry quickly because I'm pretty sure, did he put up a video about it?
The comparison, yeah, he did, yeah.
Um, there you go. So this was finals, and then this was pre-judging.
There is a massive difference.
Huge difference.
But even so, do you think, in your opinion, on the right, even if he was looked like on the right in the pre-judging, would he have beaten Corey? I don't think so.
No, Corey's just genetically a freak, can he?
Mm.
Like when you've got like, let's just look at Corey for a sec. When you've got like Corey's physique, like look at the backs.
Yeah.
Like look how dug out his erectors are compared to his waist. It literally looks like he's got no waist because of his erectors are so thick.
Mm.
For me, like I'm just drawn more to Corey's physique as a whole, just because it's more aesthetically pleasing on the eye. Ryan Terry's got a wicked physique, especially from the front, but from the rear, I don't particularly like. Not a massive fan of it.
No, he has brought it up loads, but it's still not where it needs to be.
Where it needs to be. Funny enough, Corey hasn't got much on his page either.
Did you see Corey got done by Goob?
Yeah, yeah,
Such a shame that, isn't it?
yeah. I mean, do you want to talk about that or?
We can do, yeah, so everyone knows what we're talking about. So Goob is a guy that calls people out whenever they edit their photos or do something wrong in the industry, like and unfortunately, yeah, you could probably go on Goob's page actually and bring it up.
Yeah.
The thing is, I don't know why Corey's done it because he already looks fucking incredible.
He's clearly got body dysmorphia. That's the
Yeah.
only sort of. Let me know if you see that there it is. I won't obviously put the video on, but
yeah,
basically he's been editing his legs and his arms, I believe, to make himself look bigger than what he actually is. Because he was found out because didn't the photographer post the same photograph?
Yeah. When you're this level, you know, many people are going to take photos. It's going to be pretty obvious, isn't it?
Even Goob says though, like Goob says, like what? It's just it's such a shame because you're like at the top of your game and you're like Olympia level.
Yeah, you can see the difference there. So it's forearms and calves by the looks of it.
Yeah, look at his calves. Bang.
Oh,
it's because it's not like he's not winning. Do you know what I mean? Like he's winning shows.
yeah.
But I mean, it is what it is. I think people are a bit what's the words? I don't know what the word is. Maybe naive, like they don't think that like those top pro bodybuilders don't suffer from. But like to me, like that's body dysmorphia. If you're having to edit your photos like that and you're winning shows, it says a lot.
Yeah, it is true. Yeah, it goes to show that, you know, any level it can still hit you, but it's crazy. So yeah, so anyway, we haven't gone really over the places. So yeah, Corey got first, Ryan second. So where would you have placed all these guys then? Would you agree with all of that?
Yeah. I don't think it's hard. This is what I mean. It's hard. It's so hard, isn't it? Because for me, like Ryan Terry is Ryan Terry. But I wouldn't like you said, I wouldn't have been surprised if he didn't even if he finished fifth, I wouldn't have been surprised. Like, for example, if Corey finished first, Bengal moved up, Sid moved up, Ali Bilal and Ryan Terry switched, I wouldn't have been sorry. Yeah, so like Ali Bilal came fourth and Ryan Terry came fifth, I wouldn't have been surprised.
I think if Ryan didn't have his name and his like, you know, how many times he's competed in the Olympia and things like that, if he was new on the scene with that physique, I don't think he would have been second.
Do you not?
I don't think so.
So what do you reckon they love about his physique? Is it more? It's got to be more so from the front, right?
Yeah.
Than it is the back. But is his front that good that it outweighs even if his back's bad?
That's the thing. I don't know. I mean, it's going to be interesting next weekend, isn't it? How he gets on there.
This is the thing, though. It depends. It depends on the judging panel because different judges like different looks. But then we've got Corey, Ryan, and Ben. Like Corey and Ben, I'd say are two quite similar, and Sid is quite similar in terms of shape and structure. So what is it about Ryan Terry's physique that is placing him where it's placing him? Is it his name, or is it just the fact that his abs are just so damn good when they're on?
It was, what's his name? Is it Tyler Mannion?
Yeah.
It was his show, wasn't it? And he does get on with Ryan quite well, doesn't he? They talk a lot, and I do think that his name helped him. Like I said, I'm a big Ryan Terry fan. I want him to do well, but I don't know. He's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, I honestly, I don't think he'll compete much longer.
I don't think so
I
either.
think 2 to 3 years he'll be done.
I think he will get the O invite next weekend at New York Pro. If he didn't, I think that will really knock his confidence, and it might even be the end of him.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Did you want to move on to New York Pro, or do you want to try and cover this one first? Not that there was much coverage.
Yeah, we can try. I don't know. There's nothing to.
So again, I'm not. I don't really know. Apart from Ricardo Croce, I don't really know the other guys. Oh, Rory Gisson came 5th. He's a UK athlete. But again, I wouldn't even know.
Have a look at his page.
What, Rory Gisson?
Yeah.
Rory Gisson competed at the Arnolds a long time ago.
Oh yes, this chap. Yeah.
He is got nothing. It's a coaching page. It's legit just like a real page.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have Ricardo Croce, who's I do like this guy's physique, but he has no midsection control at all.
No abs, does he?
This is him in the Olympics.
Such a little tank, isn't
he? Yeah.
Jesus.
Like, he looks good, but it's just the ab control, like that sort of like distended ab line, and then it going back in just isn't great, is it?
No. God, those delts, chest, arms, crazy.
It's a crazy look, but if for some reason he just doesn't, he never places. Wow. Obviously, he's won that show, but at the Olympics, he won't place.
No, it wasn't a busy show, was it? Oh, that Turkish guy competed at Pittsburgh, didn't he?
Oh,
yeah, there was a lot of hype about him last year, and he hasn't really been doing that well, has he?
It's because they've gone away from that look, haven't they?
Yeah.
I'll try and find him. Is he in this one?
I've forgotten his name.
Hello, Pronet. His name's Furkan. I can find him on there.
Oh yeah, it's like Furkan or something. Furkan. Yeah, that's him.
Again, another really nice look, but when was this? Was this 1 week ago? So one before the flight. Oh, hang on, they've got he's tagged the page here as well. Got a really nice look, but his arms are so overpowering.
Yeah. Jesus.
His back's really good as well.
Look how tiny his waist is.
Yeah. Thick and dense. It's funny, I don't even believe it. I don't think he's even that old.
He doesn't look it. But yeah, I mean, that goes to show, the sizes and everything. And they are moving away from that, which is brilliant, I think.
No, they got nothing on the pit. Imagine that. They've got nothing on the Pittsburgh Pro show day. It's ridiculous.
It is stupid.
So yeah, that was Pittsburgh Pro. And then we have one more after that. We have the predictions for New York, don't we?
Yes, yeah. They've put the lineup on there, so
let's have a look. I said my top 4 yesterday. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know.
Yeah, you had Ryan Terry as first, didn't
you? Did I have Ryan Terry as first?
I think so.
God, I can't remember my own predictions. Carry on talking. Oh no, I'll tell you who I had. I had Daniel Amons in first.
Oh.
Ryan Terry second. I then had Chardo Grant in third.
Yeah, he's going to be good.
Is Ben Quill again? You what? Sorry.
Is Ben Quill competing again? Did I see Ben Quill somewhere?
I don't believe he is.
Oh, okay. I have made that up, man.
No, I had Sid in fourth.
Yeah.
Have you seen Daniel Amons?
Yeah. Let's go on his page now.
He's got a great look. He hasn't competed in a while though. I think he had some health issues. But he's beaten people like Andre Ferguson. He's a good athlete.
How tall is he? Do you know? Is he quite tall?
Quite short. I'm pretty sure he's like 5'8", 5'9". So him and Ryan Terry, first and second, will be a good battle. This isn't really a good shot of him. Let me try and find some stage shots when he last competed. When was that? That was probably about a year or two ago. Here you go. Here's more of a look. Like he does this pose where he stands with his hands on his hips, but he stands with a twist, and his oblique lines are mad.
You know what? I know Ryan's got like such symmetrical, nice abs, but I feel like that's how he needs to start posing.
Yeah, I agree. Here you go. This is quite a while ago, but obviously he's gonna be way improved from this.
Yeah,
but really, because his waist is still quite small as well.
Yeah,
and his oblique lines just like they take over. But I guarantee I'll be surprised if he's not in the running, because I don't think he's competed in a while. Yeah, that was his health alert that he had, so he had to pull out the Olympia.
Okay. Yeah, he's got good look. And then yeah, Chargio is obviously very good. He'll be in the mix.
Is it Char Joe or Char?
I can't remember now.
His last name.
Isn't it Grant? Yeah.
Is that him?
Definitely not.
That is his face, but that's not him. No, can't find him.
Okay. Well, yeah, he'll be in the mix either way for sure.
Yeah, he competed against Josh Bridgman not too long ago, didn't he?
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
The Vancouver Pro last year.
Did he beat Josh?
Yeah, he came first. But Charjo Grant's a very good athlete. He's really come up as well, hasn't he? Because he got into the top 7 at the Olympia as well.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he was in the top 7 at the Olympia last year.
Nice. Well, you know what? He could beat Ryan as well. I think I'd like Ryan to win it. I think he's got a very good chance.
Everyone loves Ryan. Everyone just wants to see Ryan bring his absolute best
and sort his posing out.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, he's an Olympian. Like, we get it. He knows what he's doing, but that he needs to sort it out to a certain degree. Because I feel like
if we can see it, you know, and we're amateur athletes at the end of the day. Then how are top level people not saying it to him? Like, mate, sort it out.
Yeah. Maybe it's because of his name. It's like people don't want to say it, but I would happily say it to his face.
Yeah.
Because,
yeah.
You seen Victor Chavez? He's good. He's very nice.
Yeah, he is good.
They've tagged some of them. Yeah, Victor Chavez has got a nice look. Only thing I don't like about his physique is, again, his abs are quite distended.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his abs, but he's got a really nice taper.
Yeah, and it definitely stands out when he hits it. But it's weird because his waist looks small, but then his abs just like protrude.
Yeah,
it's strange.
It's a bit like what we were talking about earlier, like the Q thinking belly button to spine, try and bring that midsection in.
Yeah. It is weird. It's almost like his middle abs are really well developed, so that then the lower ones are just slacking.
Yeah.
But he'll be good. He'll be in the mix for sure.
I don't think he'll win though.
No, I can't see him winning.
So yeah, so my prediction is Ryan's going to take it. And then the rest I think the same as you, but I think Ryan will take it.
Yeah. Be interesting to see. It'll be a good chat next week when we find out who actually has won it.
Yeah.
Saturday to Tuesday. It's quite a long bloody show
then. Yeah, that's weird, isn't it? Well, the Pittsburgh started on Friday, didn't it?
Yeah, there was someone I was speaking to Zach from Pro Coach the other day. He went to the UK IFBB amateur athlete elite something in Portugal, some fucking name that. And it was a 5-day event.
Jesus, man.
and they had like all these different amateur classes. Like it does get a bit silly when it's like that, but
even the Olympia's not that. I'm pretty sure the Olympia is 5 days, I think, isn't it?
yeah. You also have the Optimum Classic Pro as well this weekend.
Any big name? Oh, there's Ben Quiller.
And you have Buwan Chan.
Mm.
So that'll probably and Furkan.
Ah.
So that could be, I would say Ben Quill wins, Buwan second.
I'd like to see Furkan next to like Ben Quill. See
I'm
how
gonna, I'm going to say Furkan in third because I don't really know any of the other guys. I'm going to trust Furkan's name. Even though he doesn't notoriously do well at the shows, but
we'll see. Hopefully that Optimum Classic puts up some decent updates so we can have a look.
Yeah. I mean, Men's Elite News is a pretty good page.
Yeah, it's decent. So have we got many amateurs shows next weekend? I can't think of any.
I believe we might have 2 bros.
Really? Oh, okay.
Was it the end of May instead? No, it's the end of May. Ignore me. It's next week. It's the following weekend.
Because we've got Universe, obviously, the following weekend as well.
Yeah.
Which is back to back because they got a regional the day before on a Saturday, and then
Universe. So what we might do next week, we might try and get on a guest, maybe.
Yeah, that could be good.
Fill in the gaps between obviously not being many shows. We can ask the guy about their journeys or whatever they're doing.
And then just cover the pro shows.
Yeah, I agree.
Sweet. Sounds good.
Excellent. Let me just stop sharing. There we go. Bang.
We'll leave it there because, mate, my back is in agony. I've got to go and lie down.
Go and stretch.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks for tuning in again, guys. You know, if you enjoy it, we got some really good feedback last time, which is absolutely awesome. So yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. And like anyone that did share it, massively appreciate it. We're going to try and keep up with this every single week. And as always, if you have any suggestions for the channel, so you know, make it flow better or anything like that, just let us know.
Any questions as well, like you want us to answer, or like opinions, or you know, anything like to do with Men's Elite, we're obviously happy to answer to our best of our ability anyway.
Awesome. All right, buddy. Well, let's have a great week. And yeah, thanks for listening, guys.
See you soon, guys. Take care.